We want to welcome in one of the newest Laker faces, Carmelo Anthony. Melo, thank you so much for taking the time, which, speaking of time, you just said it. Timing is everything, and you've been in the league a long time. Did you ever think that there would come a day where you would don the purple and gold for the Los Angeles Lakers?
Never. I try to think about it. I try to, process it. I've never. I know what it means, to wear purple and gold, just from the history of the game and just following and competing against it and really understanding, the true essence of what it means to be a Laker. So I just wanted to get that out, but never have I thought, man, that I would be wearing purple and gold. Especially at this point in time of my career. But hey, everything happens for a reason, and I believe that.
So there's two sides to this, because you say never would you have thought, yet here at this point of your career, I have to ask, because as you look at the roster, obviously one thing jumps out to so many people. You and LeBron, you come into the league together, currently number 3 and number 10, Melo, on the all-time scoring list in NBA history, which means a lot of history, obviously, between the two of you going way back to high school. What have the conversations been like over the years about being able to play together? Because you just said it, season 19, did you really have to make us wait this long?
We probably didn't have to make you wait this long, but I just think that throughout our careers, we've always been on parallel paths, like two different lanes, and just, he doing his thing, I'm doing my thing, I'm trying to figure it out. My role had a little detour in it, whatever. But I can sit back and I can accept that, But I also know that, again, man, timing is everything. You know what I'm saying? And I know that this has been something that we've talked about since high school. We've talked about this, and we just never believed that it would happen. For whatever reasons, we just never believed that it would happen. But I'm going to keep saying it, man. Everything comes back full circle, and what's meant to be is meant to be.
Was it as simple as, I'm ready, we're ready, it's time, this is now?
Yeah, it was a little bit of that. It was a little bit of that. It was, yeah, it's time. The time is now. The time is right, for us to make this happen. There won't be no better time to do this. There wasn't a better time to do this. Now is the opportunity for us to come out here and play together and win together and try to win a championship together. So, I think now we both in two different mindsets when it comes to, or the similar mindsets when it comes to the focus level and what we have to do to win. The sacrifices that we all gonna have to make on this team, but also how we build this team, how the journey of this whole season. I think we understand that, and I think when you have guys that you respect at a high level, that respect comes back and it shows to everybody.
As you just mentioned, it's not about just the two of you, it's about a team. And so let's talk a little bit about the roster, because the talent on this team, Melo, if you're sharing the court, let's start here with LeBron, AD, and Russell. What goes through your mind when you think about the possibilities?
Just get open.
Just get open. Be ready to shoot.
Just get open, man. And I watch games. Now I can watch it. I can watch Laker games in a different sense now, right? I'm watching it from a different perspective now. So, for me, it's just coming in and being in the best shape that I can possibly be. And although I felt good and I feel good, but just being in the best shape that you could possibly be, because when you playing with somebody, and I played with Russ before in OKC, you have to somewhat try to match that energy or be in that same area as his energy. And, when we trying to win the championship, everybody energy is going to have to be on point. Everybody mindset is going to have to be sharp. Everybody's going to be everybody going to have to lock in. So I know I just have to do what I do and bring my expertise to that team and just do my part. And everybody else would do their part, I believe.
I want to dive into your shot a little bit, because when it comes to your shot from a season ago from deep, a career best, 41%, from all around, when you think about the three ball and the way it's changed with this game, how has that played out in your eyes, and how have you been able to adapt, if you will, your own game to the growth of that?
Well, I mean, you have to be. We got to adapt in life, right? It's situations that we have to adapt to. Basketball is no difference. As we get older, there's things that we have to adapt to, and everything is not going to always be in our control. So, what am I going to do? I'm gonna cry about it. I'm gonna whine about it. No, I'm gonna go adapt. If everybody else adapted to it, I'm gonna adapt too. So I gotta stay in the fray. That's my way of staying motivated. That's my way of staying sharp, knowing that I'm observing, I'm looking, I'm listening, I'm watching. I'm seeing what people is doing. I'm seeing how people is training. I'm seeing how they training their mind. I'm seeing how they preparing for the season. That's how I keep my edge. And then I go do what I do best, which is play basketball.
I'm curious at this point of your career. It's a simple question, but what other goals do you have for yourself heading into season 19?
There's no other goal to have other than winning the championship. There's no other goals for me. Like I've done it all. I've won on every level. I've won in high school. I've won in college, USA basketball, and the furthest that I've ever gotten in the NBA was Western Conference Finals, actually against the Lakers. So, now my next step is to win a championship. And again, I think the time is now, and we have an opportunity to do it and to accomplish that. It's not going to be easy, but that's something that we have to embrace.
Speaking of not easy, one last thing for you, something that you can maybe put to rest for us, because there's a lot of talk about how old this team is, which is one way to look at it, the age. Another way, Melo, it's a lot of collective experience for the group. How do you use that experience to your advantage?
When people could say they're old or not, the game is the game, right? Basketball is basketball. We do what we do at a high level. We work on this day in and day out. We train on this. We train our bodies. We train our mind. We train for these moments. So I don't think age is a factor no more today. With the resources that's out there, with the trainers and the type of training people are doing, taking care of your bodies, eating right and sleeping right, and just doing the proper things that you need to do to be successful. I know I'm gonna get tired of hearing the age. So I don't want to. After this interview, I don't want to hear about the age no more, because that's gonna be the narrative around our team. With age comes getting wiser. You got to be wiser. So I would say we're not older, we're wiser.
Yeah, and y'all like to drink a lot of vino, which they always say.
Yeah, so that also makes us wise too. We can sit there and we can really break down the games. We can watch film over a glass of wine. So we like that.
We end it here. Melo, you are wonderful. We appreciate the time. Best of luck in season 19. We'll see you all the way through.
I appreciate it. Absolutely. Thank you.